On that note, we're talking on Monday. Hello, everybody. The Green Chamber, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Because who else comes to you on Mondays with videos of shenanigans and fabulousness at the same time? Well, it's the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce. Of course, I'm Carrie Hamlin. I'm the CEO and president of the Green Chamber, and every Monday I get to talk to you about what's happened in the week past and what's coming up this week and some important things. And if we have a guest in the studio, which we do, you can't even see her. There she is. I'll do the big reveal in just a minute. Yeah. We're going to do like a whole big thing. We're going to have like can girls and everything. But we'll do a big reveal. Anyway, so last week we had green drinks at Salud, and Russell and Christopher, I just love you boys. I think you're just the most fabulousness. And we had a wonderful green drinks, had about 45 people there in the patio, and it was just the perfect weather. What a great green drinks. Our next green drinks is going to be next week on the 13th, next Wednesday, at American Document Services. So you'll see the notices start going out on Wednesday. Last week we also had the Pulse of the City luncheon. Thank you, Debbie Moore, for bringing together the two other chambers for this event and hearing what's happening with the city of Las Cruces. We also had our first Friday and maximizing LinkedIn. What did you think? Did you learn?
I was there. It was great.
Yeah. Okay. So Leah, you did a great job. I know a lot of people were like, "Wow, I didn't know I could do that." There were some of the things that I was like, "Wow." So a great first Friday on how to maximize your LinkedIn profile. And then we, on Friday afternoon, worked with the Moms Clean Air Force to put on a Clean Water and Air Summit because we want to make sure that we have clean water and air. It's important for our children. It's important for our elderly. It's important for all of us here. And so we felt very strongly about helping co-sponsor that. So it was a busy week last week. This week is kind of quiet, just a little bit. But we're not gonna start off the week quietly. We're gonna start it off with a bang in our Think Local Love segment. So it's time to show some Think Local Love, and I am doing this today with La Samia and the Village. And we have in the studio the one and only April Christensen. And so you can come on in a little bit more.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So just to let you know, April showed up at my office about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a little over 2 years.
And said, I want to start a community kitchen. And myself and then the director of the Downtown Las Cruces Partnership at the time, Ariana Parsons, we both just went, yay, we are so glad that you want to do this because we recognize that it's valuable in the community. So let's talk. And so that's what started. And so you've been like really researching this for a long time. You've put a lot of work into this. Why would a community kitchen benefit our community?
There's barriers to the food industry, to starting a business with food, and there's a high failure rate. And so there is a need for a facility a kitchen where people can come and make product. It's really difficult and it's very expensive to have your own kitchen.
Right.
So
those are the failures you're talking about, just like the cost that it would take to set up a kitchen that the health department says this is okay.
Mm-hmm. So that you can sell to the public, or even be down at the farmer's market. There's many products that you cannot sell to the public without this kitchen.
Right.
Without these certifications, and so I saw the need first many years ago when I was at the farmer's market doing a co-op, and people would come to me and want to sell product, and I couldn't allow them to partner with us because their food wasn't safe.
Yeah. And have you found like I think a lot of folks who start any of the favorite dishes that you have out there have started in somebody's kitchen. And in order for those to get out to the general public, a community kitchen like this would be really, really important. And so with that, how did you wind up getting connected with La Samia?
I began talking to everyone. I came to your office. I spoke with Ariana. I went to the university in the Arrowhead Center, and they introduced me to La Samia. And from there, we've been working hard together to try and get this kitchen for our community, for this region.
Well, and it seems like a logical partnership with La Semilla, really sharing with people in the community about where your food comes from, how to eat healthy, access to food, and so this worked out really well. So with this now, we've got this survey, and we're partnering with them as well on the importance of an incubator in this community. So can you talk a little bit about the survey?
Yes, so we need your feedback. We need to understand the demand. How would you use the kitchen? What kind of equipment do you need to start your business? What kind of equipment do you need to ramp up production? If you're already a small business in the food industry, if you're already making food for the public, do you want to expand and grow into different markets? And so we need to understand that. We need to know how long you would use it and how much you would be willing to pay for it. We need just a little description. It's a very small little survey to get your feedback so that we make this kitchen and this center what the community needs, because we want it to be here. We want it to be here now, and we want it to be here in the future, and to be able to sustain the needs of the community.
So, and I'm thinking that, when we first started talking, we were starting to get like a food truck culture, and it was starting to kick off. But now we've actually got like the food truck fiesta. Mm-hmm. You see people support food trucks more and more, and I keep thinking of like some of those really specialized food trucks. If they created, just on the griddle in their food truck, created this dish that they're like, oh my gosh, I can mass produce this. They can't do it in the food truck. They have to be able to do it in a kitchen like the one that you're talking about.
No, that's right. And so they can actually, it doesn't even have to be a special dish. It can be for a larger event that they're doing. If they need a larger quantity of food to serve, then they can come and produce that in the kitchen.
So, like, I know that this is an issue with Salsa Fest because all of those folks have to schedule their time to be made in a particular kitchen that is certified by the health department. So if you wanted to do like a chili cook-off here on the plaza and we had a kitchen here, that could be done, right?
There are so many possibilities.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sure you guys have these ideas that are brewing in your heads, or a family member or friend who has an idea that they, for a business, and so we need to hear from you. We need to get your feedback.
So the link is right below. The link is right below here, before this video, and on the Green Chamber page. And so share it with your folks, share it with your peeps, share it with your people that you know are good cooks who may have started thinking about this idea, and post it on your page so that they can get those. What's the deadline? Do you know?
It's the 15th of
December.
Yes.
So get on it. You got a week and a half. So share that. So let's hope that we get some good responses. April, thank you for coming in, as always, to come in and talk here in the Green Chamber.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely, in our fabulous high-tech studio. With bamboo all over the place.
We have lighting and everything.
We do. We have lighting. It's so fun. And you left Mr. Bacon.
I know, I left Mr. Bacon out.
Mr. Bacon. Yeah, we were talking about unhealthy food. And so, all right. So thank you, April. Appreciate it as always. If you would like to reach more folks than you normally would through this social media boost program here at the Green Chamber, coming in here and hanging out on my video is really cheap and inexpensive, and it gets you to about 3,000 to 4,000 people.
And it's fun.
We just talk. It's not scary at all, right?
No, it's not scary.
No.
Carrie's great.
And so if you'd like to do that, private message me here, and we'll be more than happy to make those arrangements. We have a couple of vacancies, but people do book in advance. And so if you'd like to come in here and talk on the video and then have this video shared to not only the Green Chamber followers, that's about 1,700, but also on my personal page, and that's about 1,500.
Oh, now we're bragging.
I know, I'm sorry.
I made it on the Carrie show.
But then also on my board of directors, and April's going to share it, and La Semilla is going to share it, and so you'll get to a lot of folks. So if you'd like to do that, private message me here, and we'll take care of that. Lastly, this week, it's a very low-key week. We have ribbon cutting coming up for the Greater Chamber. We're going to celebrate them getting into the Armijo House. That's going to be Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Otherwise, we have commencement with New Mexico State University, so this weekend might be a little crazy and busy, so do be careful if you're out and about. If you're graduating, congratulations. I might be saying your name. So we'll see you on Friday or Saturday. Otherwise, everybody else, have a great week. Thank you, as always, for supporting the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce. We always encourage you to think local, give local, buy local, and be a localist. And every day, think local first. Could I move local in there anymore, you think?
No.
I think so. All right.
No, you think so? Try it.
I could. Locally,
Buy
I would like to
local.
say local.
Las Cruces.
Local. All right.
Should we dance out?
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. I gotta turn it off though, so I can't really dance.